Hi YouTube. So I'm sitting down here and I'm super comfy. I got my leopard hoodie. I have my light, which is my baby, my leopard pillow, and I'm just super comfy right now. And there has been something, let me adjust this, kind of do my makeup is horrible. It's been on for like 10 hours. Something that I really have been wanting to share or talk to you guys about, and this video is basically for anybody going through a hard time as a kid, a teenager. I'm going to be 32 years old this year, so it's something that, I still kind of deal with it, and I think it's definitely something that needs to be said, talked about, because you don't see or hear anybody ever talk about this, and it's definitely something that, somebody may be going through a very, very hard time, and maybe they need some advice, some uplifting advice, something to hold on to, hope, or whatever it may be. And what I'm going to talk to you guys about is divorce. Growing up, I did not have a mother. My dad raised me. My mom left when I was 5 years old, and I have two sisters as well. I have another sister, but she came along later, and I love them all very, very much. But my mom raised me until I was 5 years old, and then she just kind of vanished. And then my dad got custody of us, and I still remember quite a bit. My dad wasn't around much for the first several years. He was in the military, and he was in the army, so he was gone quite a bit. So my mom raised me, and my younger sister and I are 4 or 5 years apart, so it's just me and my mom for a while. And we were very, very close. She was a good mom, a really, really good mom. And then along came my sister, Melissa, and then my sister, Nicole, and they're a year apart. And after she had both of them so close, and she kind of had a mental breakdown, and it was hard for her, and she just left. And long story, but I'm gonna keep it brief. My dad ended up with custody of us. It was not easy, and I didn't understand at that moment in time what was going on, because I was used to being with my mom. I'm like, hey, where's mom? Where is she? Does she love me? What's going on? And I would see her sometimes. Another long story, I'm going to keep it short. My grandma had partial custody of me and my sister, so she got us every other weekend growing up my whole life. Every other weekend, and then she got 2 weeks with us in the summer. And I would see my mom sometimes over there, but I didn't see her really till I was 18 years old, and that's when I moved out of home. Just things were rough. And but I come from a family that was big on church and God and believing in God, and I never understood growing up why my mom left. I didn't get it. I didn't understand why she didn't come back to me. I didn't understand why she missed every single court hearing to get visitation with us or partial custody. I didn't get it. I thought maybe it was something that I did, something that my sisters did. I didn't know. And growing up in a Christian home and church 3 times a week, at the end of your church service, you could go up and pray, kneel at the altar and pray. And almost every single church service, I would go up and I would pray. And I would be like, Lord, please let me see my mom. Let me see her. And after years and years and years, I never saw her. Never. And I didn't understand it. And I didn't understand why God would take away my mom. I didn't know why my mom chose alcohol and drugs and streets over me. My dad eventually got remarried, but during that time before he got remarried, I lived with my aunt, and my aunt and my dad lived together, and they helped raise me and my sisters until I was about in sixth grade. And then my dad got remarried, and it was a horrible situation. My stepmom, I don't have anything to say to her or about her. I'm not even going to go there because I try to be a better person. But me and my sisters had it hard. And being the oldest sister, I always tried to protect them, make things okay. Yeah, we fought because we were 3 girls, in a home. But I'm speaking for my sisters as well. Growing up in a split home is extremely hard. And you wonder why your parents aren't together. You wonder what happened. Everybody wants like the perfect family. I think if my parents would have stayed together, things would have been so different in so many ways. But I always wondered if I was ever going to see her again because I didn't know. I had no idea. It affected me. It affected my life. It affected everything about me. I was angry. I was angry at God. I was angry at my dad. I was angry at everybody because I didn't understand. It's like if you're praying for something and you pray and you pray and you pray and you're genuine about it and God doesn't answer that prayer, it's like, well, what did I do wrong to deserve that? Why am I going through that? Why me? And I always try to be strong for everybody around me, and I give great advice. I'm good at it. But I need to take that advice and sometimes just stick it in my own head. But I thought that if I lived with my mom, things would change. She would love me and quit drugs and alcohol and just everything that she did. But it didn't happen that way. There was a few times when I almost lost her. And she's like, oh, it's not going to happen again. I learned my lesson. I'm going to be a mom now. I learned. Didn't change anything. But I know divorce is so high right now. And I just want to make this video because I want people to know, hey, there's more people out there going through things. There are more people out there who went through this. There are more people who suffer, more people that don't understand what is happening, why they don't have their parents, and that's all they want is just to hold on to them. They want the love, the hug, the smiles, the laughter. They want that. I grew up in a very empty house with an empty soul, and I'm super empty inside, and I like being the way that I am. I don't open up. I don't want to. And I'm content with who I am. Years of counseling, medications, whatever. But I'm in a good place. I don't talk to my mom that much. We go through our phases where we talk and then we don't, and this and that. But yeah, it was hard. It was tough. I don't know what to say. But like I said, I want you guys to know if you're going through something, if you're a kid or a teenager going through something, and your parents are divorced or going through a divorce, or you have partial custody, or one does, just cherish each moment. I don't really have the best advice. Just love your parents. Parents go through certain things we don't understand, but then when we get older, we get it. I had 2 kids a year apart. It was the hardest thing in my life. I didn't have any help. My husband's been in the military 10 years, and my mom was. I get it. There's no one around. You're alone. There's no one to help to, no one to talk to, so I get it. Mental breakdown, I get. But giving up on your children and abandoning them, no. But don't hate your parents for it. You just can't live with the hate. Things suck. It's life. And it's just how things are. And I know that being a mom, I want my kids to have the most amazing life that they can. I want them to be happy. I want them to be spoiled rotten and still be good kids, because they are. But I just feel so bad because sometimes I think about my life and I'm like, I know what I went through, and I'm not sharing all the details, but I know there's people out there who are going through the same thing. Why is my dog barking? He's outside. Um, because divorce is so high. So many people, kids going through it, wondering how do they deal with it. And you just deal with it. You suck it up. You go to your parents, you go to your other parents. But let your parents know how you feel. Don't just hate them. Open up, tell them how you feel. I opened up to my dad all the time, but my situation was different because my mom couldn't be with us. So it's kind of hard to explain that to your kids. But if you have parents and they're there, or you have parents now, love them and, know that they love you and that they're still there for you. They're still seeing you. They're still with you. It's just not something easy. And I know the parents don't like it, but it's just something that you just kind of have to cope with and deal with. Yes, it takes time. Is it easy? No. But if you could just focus on something that makes you happy, then, or focus on a memory or something. That's what I try to do. And it helps. Obviously, I'm, in my 30s now, so it's way different. But when I was younger, I struggled so hard. All I wanted was a mom. That was it. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed. Especially being a woman. But even if you're a mom watching this or a dad, let your kids know how you feel. Let them be a part of it with you. Don't shut them out. I think that's the issue, is that the parents shut the kids out and they don't explain what's going on. They don't sit down and talk to them. It's your job as a mom and a dad to sit down and talk to them both about what is going on and get all on the same page. And if your kid wants to go to his dad's house or mom's house, you shouldn't need visitation rights for that. If you want to see your kid, you see your damn kid. And that's that. You shouldn't have to be like, oh, I have to wait to see this person until the custody day. Really? That's how things are going to be in this world? Of course. Why wouldn't it be anything less? But you have to keep your kids open-minded. Let them know what's going on. Be there with them. Hold them. Let them cry. Let them figure it out. Because if you leave them hanging and leave them hopeless, then you're failing as a parent, because your kid has no clue what's going on, and mentally it's just messing with them. But communication is the key. Communication with your children, even at whatever age it may be. Let them know what's going on. Let them know. I think being honest with your children and open is a great way to bond with your kids, because your kids will trust you. And that's one thing that I stand by completely. So if you're going through a hard time, it's okay. You're going to come out strong on the other end. Just got to suck it up and just deal with it. Find something positive and just laugh a lot. Me and my sisters laughed at everything. I mean, it was hard to sit through church sometimes, passing each other notes, but it was the little things that just kept us happy and smiling. And if you could smile, you could get through the day. That's all you have to do. And just know that your parents do love you, even if they're lost inside. They may be lost and gone, but deep down inside, they love you. Deep down, they might not be the same person, but they still do love you, like in my situation. I know deep down my mom loves me, but for years and years, I thought she didn't. All the Christmases she didn't show up to, all the visitations with my grandma where she said she was going to show up and she didn't. I used to look out this window at my grandma's house and I would wait for her to come, and she never came. Or my stepdad would come, but she never got out of the car. It was so sad. Where's mom this Christmas? We don't know where she's at. Whole nother story. I just simply want you guys to know to let your kids know what's going on. Open up, be positive, and just spread love. Don't spread hate, don't spread lies or rumors or anything. That's really all I wanted to talk to you guys about. I could talk to you guys for hours and hours about this. But I care about people, and I care about children and kids and families, and I want what's best. So if you're going through anything, just know that you have to do what you have to do, and that's fine. But let your kids be a part of it as well, and let them know. And just share the love as a family. Let them know that they're loved. That's it. That's all they need. Just love your kids. That's it. That's all they need. I know it's totally off topic, but it was just something that I really felt like I needed to film. I wanted people to know that they're not alone in this world. And if I could get through it, me and my sisters, you guys can get through anything. Trust me on that. But yeah, I love you guys. And I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.